posture. Just make sure your feet, you can have them out a bit or you can have them parallel. Make sure you're nice and relaxed. I'll just pull these a bit, then you can see my knees. Relax the shoulders. So relax the shoulders, feel the ground under the feet. And just very gently draw the toes in. And then release. So draw the toes in and release. Draw the toes in and release. Welcome, Wendy. Great. So just sink the hips and lengthen through the spine. So at the moment, you want to focus on the contact with the feet and the ground. You just want to allow your weight to settle just behind the ball of each foot. And you're nice and tall through the body. So the crown of the head, that floats up. The sitting bones and tailbone, they sink down. And in the meantime, we're breathing. Relax the hands, relax around the elbows, relax the shoulders. Sink the hips. Tune into your spine. So feel the spine float up, feel the hips sink down. Relax around the jaw. And then you want to practice your soft, focused gaze. So it's alert but relaxed gaze. Feel the spine lengthen. Now tune into your breathing. So feel the breath as it goes in. Feel the breath as it comes out. Notice your jaw being relaxing. Relax around your face as well. Tune into your neck, get that nice and relaxed. The shoulders, the back. The hips. And both legs. And then hands and feet. Just get them nice and relaxed. Softly breathe in and out. Noticing what you can hear, notice what you sense. And turning the waist, just let the arms move. So I'm trying out a new microphone today. So hopefully you can hear me. I'm not sure about how to get the music playing as well. So we haven't got any today, but you also notice I'm indoors. So my Tai Chi Fit class will still be outdoors, I think. I haven't quite got enough room. I could do a Tai Chi Fit seated class in here. That will be going up on YouTube. There's a few new videos on YouTube. So keep going. I think someone's stuck. Keep breathing. Very good. Turn the waist. And what you want to do with your arms is make them really relaxed. The knees are pointing in the same direction as your toes. I'll show you this from the side view. So posture, and then I'll also see what I can do about lighting, but this isn't bad. I think you can all see me. Okay, so really relax your shoulders a bit more, make them really soft, and imagine you've got lots of space around the shoulders. Just gently breathe in and out. Sink the hips. So there's this springy feeling through the legs. I know it's been a bit hot and humid today, even with the thunderstorms, but you can still get in touch with your springs. I'll show you that from the diagonal. Relax around the elbows and the wrists. Breathing, very good. So hopefully a few more people will be trickling in. So I think we've got next week and the week after, then I'm away for 2 weeks, and then we'll be starting our next academic term. I think it will be the 19th, 20th of September we restart on Zoom. So that'll all be the same. Sink the hips. Okay, just have a little shake out and just tune into your springs. So you're relaxing around the lower back, you're lengthening up through the head and sinking at the same time. So there's this lovely long stretched feeling along the spine. Your hands, you want the palms of your hands really soft and light. And you're breathing in and out. Very good. And we're aligned correctly in our good Tai Chi posture. So you want to always work on having a good working posture. So just very gently think about your balance point in each foot. So just behind the ball of each foot, and you just sink and sink down. And while you're doing that, just very gently draw the toes in. You're breathing. You're relaxed. Really let go in those hips. So the muscles around the hips, and you've got this real feeling of connection and solidity in your nice solid feeling in your stance. So we're just going 60-40, no more than that, 60-40. So this is a good exercise to do if you're in a queue, like when I go to the post office and I'll put my checks in and things, and you're just standing there in the queue and at your 2 meters. This is a good one. It's a good one for queues. Okay, now come back, check your posture. You might need to bring the feet in a little, that's fine. And then what we'll do, we'll just show you that from the side. We're going to go forwards and back. We'll just show you what that looks like from the side. So I'm still looking forward with my soft focus gaze. I'm listening behind and above, and I'm just gently rocking forwards and back. And I'm aiming my weight to land at the heel, middle of the heel, and where the ball of the foot and toes meet. And I'm trying to keep those 2 points consistent. Sink down. Breathe. Relax the hands. Very good. Turn around to the front. So keep going. While you're doing this, focus on cultivating room in your body, like a comfortable, spacious feeling in your body. So you want to feel comfortable. You want to feel connected. Connecting with the ground as well. And they've got lots of space. So especially in the current climate, it can be quite tempting to feel a bit sort of shut in. And so you relax first and just make yourself some room. Nice amount of room. That's great. And then you just feel a bit better. You know, obviously the circumstances we're in, that's what we've got. But you can do a lot. You can do a lot to change the circumstances. So yeah, this will be going up on YouTube unless the recording's messed up. Sometimes Zoom messes up the recordings, but this will be going on YouTube, the Grey Heron Internal Arts YouTube channel. Do check out, there's loads of videos. I've got one on why tape offers fruit and a little bit of the dragonfly skims the water. And the lessons, I try and get at least 3 or 4 of the lessons up on YouTube a week as well. So if there's anything you've missed, you can go and watch it. Good. And the good thing about the recorded things is you can go back and look at things 2 or 3 times if you need to, which obviously you can't in real time. Okay, now we go round and round. So in a chair, if this is now a torso, it's the torso going round and round from your 2 sitting bones. Whereas us standy uppy people, we're just moving around the feet. So yeah, we're a little bit it being August and people being off sick for various reasons, we're a little low on numbers, but that's all right. And sink the hips. Now go round and round in the other direction. Okay, and then just sink down. Just feel nice and relaxed. Lengthen through the body. Sink the hips. Nice spacious feeling in your joints. Just tune into your posture and just get that just so. Then tune into your springs. So we're getting that springy feeling, and we're going to do this one. So really soften and flop the arms. Okay, and then turn the palms up. Show you that from the diagonal. You're keeping the hands in front of your center line. And then change. So you're aiming to go from one corner to the other. Keep breathing. Very nice. Okay, just relax. I'm just going to demonstrate the seated version of this next one first, just so you can see the difference between that. I'll come a little closer for the seated version. So when you're doing this one, seated, what you want to do is you want to do your forwards and back thing. So you're using your waist. You might also want to experiment going off on different directions as well. So you can go that way, you can go to the middle, and you can go to the side. When we do the next one, forward and back, you can do it upright, and then when you've got it upright, then try it and see what happens if you just have a little play around with that if you're doing the sitting down version. Okay, those of you that aren't, just move that there. Those of you that aren't, we'll just there you go. I was just making sure everyone's included. So I'll show you that from the side, diagonal actually. And again, relax around the shoulders. Nice and tall. Breathing. Very good. So I'm hoping the sounds will carry for the... I did a recording using my new microphone and it didn't seem to get the sound, so I'll hopefully sort that out. Otherwise you'll just have to watch it in mime, I think. Keep breathing, very good. Relax the palms of the hands, relax the elbows and the wrists. Okay. Sink the hips, lengthen through the spine, and then forwards and back. Keep going. I will just check my audio settings. So carry on. Oh no, that's fine. Yeah. No, I've turned that right up. So again, you're just allowing your arms to be moved. And you want to feel that your body is connected all the way through. Okay, sink down. Feel the back lengthen, sink the hips, and then wobbling. So with this one, you want to sink your hips, lengthen through the spine, and then feel that your whole body is connected with itself. Okay, shake out. Next, let's do some leg loosening exercises. So we'll go forwards and back, round and round in one direction, round and round in the other. So this morning I was actually doing those exercises, but on the edge of a pavement. So then that leg could really swing freely. If you can keep your balance all right, it's worth trying that out. So you might want to try, yeah. So standing on a book like that, and then that lets that leg swing freely, and that can be quite nice. Pop that back where I found it. But what we'll do, so you transfer your weight and imagine you're rolling a pencil on the floor. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now we're doing outwards. 1, 2. So I'm almost touching, or just slightly touching the 4. 3, 4, 5, 6. You can use your hands for balance. 7, 8. Or you can use a wall. Has to be this side, so the legs on the outside. And now an inward circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Right, have a little shake out. Same, but with the other foot. So forwards and back, outwards and inwards. 1, 2, 3, and you can use your wall. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Outwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And inwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, a little shake out, and then we'll just do some little, I'll show you from the side. We're just going to do this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out to the corner. 1, 2, 3, 4. Watch out for microphones. 5, 6, 7, 8. Across. 1, 2, 3, 4. These can all be done in a chair too. There'll be a chair video. 7, 8. Just have a little shake out. I will do the hamstrings. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that will do. Yeah. Right, check your posture. Actually, have some water. Okay, water break. Make sure you're hydrated. Very important, especially in hot, humid weather. You want to make sure, apparently if you, although you'd have to check and look it up, but if you're feeling thirsty, that's already a sign that you might be a little dehydrated, according to Mike. But do check your sources, you know. Yeah. Don't just take our word for it. Find out for yourself. Very good. So we're going to do some Qigong exercises, and then I thought what would be nice for this part of the class is to have a look at part the wild horse's mane. I'd like to spend a little bit of time on that and just explore the movement as a health exercise, and maybe with a little bit of stepping, as I've got a little bit of room here, not as much as usual, but we can hear better, so that's good. So anyway, sink the hips and raise. Again, in a chair, this is much more subtle. Gather round into tall bow, and we'll do rooting down. So you raise up. Now imagine a ball, and you trace the shape of the ball, and then you push down. And then you've got a ball on the bottom, and you trace that shape with your hands. And then the elbows come apart from each other. And then the elbows come towards each other. Show you that from the diagonal view. So the first part of the class is sort of vaguely looking at the first part of the 24 step. The second part of the class, we're looking at aspects from the second half of the 24 step. Do stay as long as you want. Do also break off and have water when you want. And do feel free to break off and watch if you need to break off and watch. It's all about owning your own practice. I feel very strongly about that, that Tai Chi is a thing you do for yourself. It's like playing music. So we're breathing nice and easy, nice and relaxed. Relax around the palms of the hands. Okay, so finish the one you're on. Now just let your hands hang by the sides. Check that your shoulders have got lots of room and that they're happy and feeling comfortable. Sink the hips. And then the same body movement, and the hips rise, then the arms follow, but this time we're doing wild goose flies. And then we come back down. Sink the hips. Arms floating. So float your arms more. Make them really, really relaxed. Okay, we'll do one more, but very, very relaxed. Just breathe in and out. And then part the clouds. So I'll show you that. So if you're doing this in a chair, you can go forwards and back. Oh, I'll go a little further back so my arms don't disappear. Just about. One more time. Just sink the hips. I'm going to slightly adjust the screen so we can get the top of my hands. Give that a little push there. Hopefully that will be okay. That should be all right. We're going to do dragon plucks the stars from the sky. So you just want to float up with the arm. Oh, I'll go a bit further back. Right, I'm right back against the wall now. Relax the lower back. One more time, each side. Sink down, transfer the weight, turn to the corner, raise the heel, softly gaze forward, listen behind and above. Come back to the middle, and you can go down and up a little if you want. Relax in the lower back. And then add the arms into the equation. Bouncing a ball up in front of the shoulder. Really soft and light. Feel that you've got lots of space in the shoulder joint. I'll show you that from the back actually. One more time, each side. And bring the hands down. Cow gazes at the moon, Mike to Brett version. I've got quite a few versions of this now, and I like all of them. But got lots of space in the chest. Lengthen through the spine. One more time each side. Practice shifting and turning again. And then go into Cheng Bao. Relax the hands. I think it's called Cheng Bao Yao Fa, I think. I'll ask Eva. She knows. Her Chinese is better than mine. So moving Cheng Bao. There you go. That's a. Okay, get to this top corner and Wave hands like clouds. So sink the hips, turn the waist. Sink the hips, turn the waist. Breathing. Nice and relaxed. This is good exercise both for your shoulders and for your lower back and for the brain and for your legs. Relax the palms of the hands more. One more each side. Take a slightly larger stance, not too big, and we're going to do part the wild horse's main health exercise. So we start here. Just watch. So demonstration. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's join in. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, hold the ball. 4, bring the ball across. So with this bit, think of a spring that's kind of coiled up or pressed down and then it releases. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time each side. Nice. Have a little shake out. Check the time. Oh my goodness, right. We're going to have a look at bow and arrow stance now. I'll show that from the diagonal. So I'm lengthening. I turn my foot out. I place my other foot, but keeping that shoulder width gap between the feet. I'm nice and tall. I sink, just sinking forwards and back. And then sink back and turn, sink forwards and turn. Sink back and turn, sink forward and turn, sink back and turn, sink forward and turn. Okay, try that on the other side. So I'll show the other diagonal. So I get my posture correct first. And I just take my time. I'm not in a rush. I am unhurried. So you want to very deliberately and intentionally place your feet. And then once they feel that they're in the right place, then you decide to move. And while you're moving, just pay attention to what you're noticing, because you might need to make some small adjustments, and that's fine. And you want to stay upright, you want to look forwards, you want to listen behind and above. And I did a session a couple of weeks ago for the Cambridgeshire Deaf Association. So some people can't actually listen behind and above because they haven't got any hearing at all. In which case, what you do is you're noticing your environment. So you can still have a sense of the environment through the feet. So say there's traffic going past, there'll be a rumble, and you'll still be able to pick things up through your other senses. So it's having that awareness. Now you sink back and turn, sink forward and turn. Sink the hips, just open along the spine. Okay, so with that turning movement, we can do movements such as part the wild horse's mane, and also inspect the horse's mouth, roll back, ward off, and double-handed push. So we're going to have a look at those movements. So go back to your first side. Right, 10-minute warning bell will be going off imminently, but so we're just going to do part the wild horse's mane. So you sink back and turn, you sink forward. So it's exactly the same as what we was doing in the horse stance. Yeah, I knew that. That's my 10-minute warning bell. Goes fast, doesn't it? Okay, one more time. Try that on the other side. Have a little shake out first, and then get your feet correctly set up. And we'll start here. So there's a rounded feeling up top, but there's also a rounded feeling in your other arm. And we're just so we'll have a look at roll back, inspect the horse's mouth, roll back, ward off, and double-handed push on Friday. Those of you that come to my Friday class. If you don't come to my Friday class, look at the video. There you go. Then you can still do it. One more time. Nice. Okay, so next, let's do a bit of that as a walking exercise. And you can still do the walking bit in a chair, but obviously you'll be going like this if you're in a chair. So the 4-part walking pattern goes 1, heel toe, 2, transfer, 3, sink back, turn to the corner, 4, sink forwards. 1, heel, toe, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Oh, I'm running out of foot space. 3, 4, and then once more. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll actually show that maybe the diagonal will last a bit longer. Okay, almost. Let's do part the wild horse's mane walking exercise. Let's start here. And just take your time. So when you get to that end, you can just have a little kind of line that you can walk back and forth in your rooms. Part the wild horse's mane. Nice. Once more. And we turn round and go in that direction. I'll try not to trip on the wires. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop. So this will be the last round. I'll go back a little bit more just to... and relax. Great. Okay, so we'll close off the health part of the class, the first part of the class, and then we'll have a short break and then look at the latter end of 24 step. So first and foremost, just breathe in. Let's go back a bit. I can catch my hand. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I did try broadcasting the other way round with a laptop on the window ledge, but the problem was I didn't have enough room in that direction. But I'll see what I can do about the light through the windows. And then embrace the tiger. Return to the mountain. I'll come a little closer for that one. One more time. And then see if it works today. Just rub the hands together and polish the face. And rub the hands together and give the lower back a rub. Just stand for a moment. So really feel you're correctly aligned, relaxed, sinking the hips. Got lots of space in the body. Softly breathing in and out. Noticing what you can hear. Make a fist with the right hand, left hand over the top, feet together, and bow to close the first part of the session. Great. Those of you that are leaving now, well done. See you next couple of weeks. Then I'm away on the 7th until the 17th of September for my annual holiday. If we don't, or otherwise it will be a staycation if there's suddenly an outbreak where we're going. But anyway, I'll be having some time off, and then this will be starting up again on 19th, I think, or 20th. I can't remember. Whatever day a Monday is in September. So yeah, great. Okay, well done, everyone. Bye. Okay, right. Quick pause, and then I'll. Thanks, everyone. Okay, let's have a little look.
It is overriding you. Yeah, I'm sorry, it's too loud. It's overriding you.
Never mind, we'll just leave it. That's fine. Let's have a little look at. Yeah, we'll have a look at the last bit of the form. But before that, let's just have your feet shoulder width apart and just turn the waist. Let's take some slow, deep breaths. And feel that your waist is turning from one corner to the other. Okay, shake out. Check your posture. And then what we'll do is make a fist with both hands. And we're just going to go 1, 2, 1, 2. So from the diagonal, I'll probably undo the shared sound thing because it seems to have slowed up my picture. Or is it? Was that okay? That's not too bad. So we're not going too far forward. If you just have a look from the side, I'm just stopping here. And then I'm stopping here, but I'm turning the waist. Excellent. Right, shake out. And then turn one foot out, go into bow and arrow stance. And then what we'll do is we're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh. What's going on there? Right. Something weird happened with my computer.
Yeah, it's not working, Farah. I think it's slowing you down too much.
Okay, I'm gonna
I just stopped sharing.
share.
Yeah.
Yeah. It could just be the internet's a bit glitchy all of a sudden. Oh, that's better. Okay, we'll wait till I've got a better machine, I think, is the moral to that story. Yeah, I think it's taken up too much processing with my old machine. I'm getting a new one for next term. Okay, try that with the other foot forward. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Right, now I've lulled you all into a false sense of security. So the front arm, just go like this. As if you're kind of knocking something dramatically off a table. So, poof, and then the tea goes flying, if that helps. Yeah, do be careful when you are doing the loosening exercises and you're at home. Do be careful of cups of tea on tables or things on shelves and cats. And yeah, it's the only thing when you're indoors. I'm not getting photo bombed by the cat. So the two classes that need more room in my Tai Chi Fit classes, they're still going to have to be outside in whatever weather I'm allowed to. But most of my classes will be indoors. So we'll come back to that later. Let's do that the other side. So we're just, so you sink back, sink forward, sink back, sink forward, sink back, sink forward, sink back, sink forward. Excellent. Right. So where that comes in, actually I'll show it from the diagonal. You step, heel, toe, knee in line with the toe. You transfer the weight. See? There you go. So the fist, the wrist of the fisted hand lines up with your fingers. I'll come a little closer. In fact, I'll come really close so you can just see my hands. So here we go. So this is in line with that. Show it from the side. Oh, there you are. Yeah, from the side it works. And this is a short punch like we were doing before. Boom, 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 boom. So you've cleared something out of the way and you punch. So, and it's a short punch. And if you do it the other side, boom. So we'll, yeah, and it starts here and then turns. Now, normally, if those of you that come to my Tai Chi Fit classes, when we do our punching, we turn the fist right over and back. Right over and back. So for your jab and your cross, and it would be the same if you did a low punch. Or, but for the punch in parry and punch, it's a short punch. So these are more short range punches. So rather than someone, it would be someone close, boom, and you just get them like that with your Fajin type movements. So yeah, so you step, parry, and punch, and then look at your wrist and line it up with the ends of your fingers. And also this needs to be straight. So you don't want it bent that way or that way. You want it straight. And we'll do 5. Transfer the weight and punch. 1. 2. So it doesn't matter which side you're on, because we'll do the other side as well. 3. Tool through the body. 4. 5. That was so good, we'll do it on the other side. So we go cat stance, bow and arrow stance. It's the same in the chair. But you probably, yeah, I'll just check. Hang on, let's find out. I think it's similar in the chair. If I do the diagonal, if I put the chair diagonally, so I've got my cat stance, then I'm slight angle. I'm not angling as much. It's a slight angle forwards. Slight angle. So think of a record revolving, if you can remember records. So there's more of a horizontal circle in the chair rather than a huge weight shift. It's more like a, yeah, great. It's always worth finding out, because there are differences. The principles are the same, but the performance of Tai Chi, seated Tai Chi and standing Tai Chi, you have to take into account when you're standing, you've got 2 points of contact with the ground. When you're sitting, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 points of contact with the ground. So it will be slightly different. So let's have a look. 1, 2. I've forgotten what side we were on, so I'm doing this side. 3. Show from the side. 4. 5. And you can, so try, yeah, let's have a look at the Far-Jin movement. So you can get into a cat stance. We'll do the character building version of this move. How are we doing for, oh, quarter of an hour yet. So we're sinking, and think about your bounce. It's exactly the same in the chair. It's just the bounce is less discernible, less easy to feel, but you can still get something. And then you have your hands like this, and then if I do it in slow-mo, so, and then you speed it up. It's like if you're in the disco and you couldn't dance, you could do this. I'm always very tempted to do the William Tell Overture every time I do this. I don't know why. But this exercise is called bouncing. I asked Carell, and I said, what is this exercise called? And he went very quiet for a bit and then went bouncing. And I thought, great. I was hoping for a, Jade Maiden goes for a jump or so, I don't know, but bouncing. Oh wow. Right, we'll change legs because this is a bit character building. So lengthen, sink, and then we so you've got that bouncing, and it's that bouncing movement that you use when we're doing our punches. So we're like this, and then you can use that bounce and try it out. Don't worry if you can't tell what I'm doing. So this is a poor, so I don't really need to. So I'm moving my weight slightly forward and just boom, I'll try that the other side. Don't worry if you can't, just do something. It's a bit tricky to explain, and we're all in a two-dimensional format at the moment. So it's boom, if you're doing it fire form. So remember the 24 step, you do nice and relaxed. And then you've got it's just a way of looking at it. You've got the water form or flowing form. So you'd, whoop. This is a kind of sluggish water form. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I need a longer room. 4. And you've also got the fire form, or Mike calls it the fighting form. So, for example, and then when you get to the bang, bang, there you go. Oh, so just so you can see different ways of looking at things, but in the meantime, la 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 la. Oh, what a relief. Then double-handed push. So the last bit, double-handed push. And then the end. Oh, so don't worry if this isn't the usual end. We're practicing the end in both directions, just to confuse everybody. So what happens in order to get there, just so you can see it in context, I'll do it in this direction. So I've done my fan through back, I sink back, oh, run out of, this comes down, I hidden punch, parry and punch, double-handed push into embrace the tiger, return to the mountain. So that's where we are in the form. So I'll do it this direction, and we'll just start from the punch. We'll have a look at fan through back. I think we've got next week and then the week after, and then I'm away. So you'll have to practice in your garden or something, or just look at the video again when it gets to Monday night. Go, right, I'll watch the video and join in with that for 2 weeks. So that's fine. So step, transfer the weight, parry and punch, double-handed push, that rises up slightly. Then you sink back, you turn, bring the hand into the crook of the elbow, you come out, Wu Chi stance, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So we'll do that one more time this side, and then we'll do it with the other leg forward and confuse everybody. Great. So step. So we're doing the ambi confused version. So we sink back, sink forwards, sink back, right. So for fun, do it the other side. Step, heel, toe. Hang on, I'll go back a bit so you can see my feet. Sink forward. So that was hidden punch, parry and punch. Sink back, bring the hand under, turn your waist, sink forwards. Double-handed push. Now you sink back, turn, bring the hand in, step out, Shall come. Let's try that again. Yeah. So it's my lefts and rights. Just. I've already done that side. Hang on. There you go. Fab. It's very good for the brain, this doing it both sides. Very good for confusing the brain. I mean, eventually you do the whole of the form on both sides. Right, let's do one more, and then for fun, let's have a look at the first third of the form. Sink the hips, step. Sink the weight forward, parry and punch. Double-handed push. And embrace the tiger, return to the mountain. Okay, right, for fun, I'm going to go right near this lamp. And I'll be going in this direction, and you go in the normal direction. We're going to do the first, third of the form, but you might, because of the rooms, you might have to kind of step back and then do it again. And then we'll do from the beginning to step back and repulse the monkey. We'll just go through it. I'll go over here. How bizarre. Okay, so just breathe in and out. I'll point the light towards my feet a bit more. Hang on. That one should hopefully work. Oh, there you go. I will get some better lights for next time. Breathe in. Breathe out and begin. So I am mirroring you. Sink down. Transfer the weight. Turn on the heel. Unless you're sitting down, then you just wing it. Gather under, hold the ball. I'll go back as far as I can. And then part the wild horse's mane. I'll do some baby ones. I'll do baby steps, but you can do big steps if you want. 2, 3. Well, I will go back. Then grasp the sparrow's tail. White crane spreads its wings. Just about enough room up top. Great. Brush knee and push. Sink back. Brush knee and push. Brush knee and push. A little bit forward. This time spear hand. Spear hand. Cut down. Move my tea out the way. And then step back and repulse the monkey. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Right. Great. Okay, so just back to your posture. Breathe in and out. And we'll just So I'll have a check because I think the videos, if I'm using this one, I'm not sure if the sound gets recorded. So I'm not sure about that. Whereas I know it definitely gets recorded with that one, but that picks up everything. So we'll have to wait and see. Sink down, lengthen through the body. Shake out. Okay, sun and moon. One more time. And then embrace the tiger, return to the mountain. One more time. And just stand or sit in your good Tai Chi posture. Make a fist with the right hand, left hand over the top, feet together, and